Hey, this is Steve from myothercareer.wordpress.com, and today is December 4th, the 2-year anniversary of myothercareer.wordpress.com. 2 years on the blog. I never thought I would do 2 years, so I'm kind of impressed. A little pat on the back for myself there. For those who may be new to the blog, or people who stop by from time to time, I only have a couple regular readers, but I do have people pop in from time to time. The purpose of this blog was, when I started it back in December, was to live blog my screenwriting process. I'd gotten a new book after being, my car broke down in the middle of a small town in Orlando, outside of Orlando, and I bought the Screenwriter's Workbook. It's going to show up backwards. For whatever reason on Photo Booth on the iMac, it shows up backwards. But believe it or not, this says Sid Fields, a Screenwriter's Workbook. So, take credit for what you will. So anyway, I bought that book and I thought, let's do the exercises in that and take it from idea to screenplay and see where we went. And then after that, I've just since posted on my writing and other such things. So I thought after 2 years, it might be a good idea to once again state the mission statement of the blog and just introduce myself once more. And that's about it. Just say, hey, 2 years, here's to 2 more. So the purpose of this blog now is to do a couple things. One, it's to show other aspiring screenwriters out there you're not alone. There's literally hundreds of thousands of people out there who are going through the same trials and tribulations that you are. And what I hope to do here is to, if you find me, show you what's been helpful for me and hopefully push you in the right direction so that you'll find what you need and become a successful writer. Number 2, it's to show any type of resources that I might come across that I think might be helpful to other people. I am under no delusions of grandeur. I'm a great writer. I'm just a regular guy who enjoys writing just like you and any other people who come across here. And from time to time I find things that maybe other aspiring writers might find useful. So I post those up as well. Not as often as I would like, but when I come across stuff, I give you a heads up. Number 3, what was number 3? I should have wrote these down. Number 3 was to let anybody know that you can write a screenplay. Anybody can write a screenplay. Not everybody can write a great screenplay. There's a difference. But if you sit down and put time aside every week or every day, you can take an idea from start to finish, from fade in on page 1 to fade out on page 120 and write a screenplay. And I hope to provide some resources to help you do that, because you can. You might not be able to make a career out of it, but I write because it's a lot of fun, And so I hope that you'll write as well, and that you'll get over that intimidation of that first page that's all white staring at you and write that screenplay, because I'll let you know, once you do that first one, the second one and the third one and the fourth one are a lot easier. Now I wanted to take some time to say thanks to a couple people who have found the blog and I've found very helpful. First and foremost, Dusty McLeod. I'll link to, his blog is linked on here, but I'll put it in the post as well. Dusty, I've actually had a chance, he just stumbled on the blog, and I've since had a chance to meet him in real life. He has some family here in Atlanta, and we had a couple beers and chit-chatted. He's been a big help. He's read a lot of my screenplays, and he's a much better writer than I am. But he, does the same thing I do. He's just trying to help other people out while he pursues his own career. Dusty lives in Los Angeles, and he's significantly more serious about pursuing writing as a career than I am. But he's in the entertainment industry, and that's what he does, and he's been a great help. His blog, he doesn't post as much as I do, but he posts some really insightful stuff, and he's a damn good photographer. So I'd encourage you to check that blog out. He's starting a new project that is really interesting, that I think will be a lot of fun, and I look forward to reading his first draft of that. I've read some of his stuff, and it's a lot of fun, and Dusty's really cool. Second person I wanted to thank is Ashley Miller. Ashley, I'm not close, or I would say a friend with Ashley, but Ashley's really served as a bit of inspiration for me. She was a finalist for the Nichols Fellowship and has written a lot about going through the process of being a finalist and everything that it entails, and the anticipation and the challenges and being contacted by agents. She's somebody who, when you've got your writing down and you're on the verge of really making it, which is, I think it's only a matter of time before Ashley, I'm no expert, but Ashley seems to have it, and it's only a matter of time before, boom, it happens. But I really encourage you to check her blog out, because there's just some really fascinating stuff about what she's going through and as a career. And she works on some television shows, and there's just some really, really interesting stuff. She's got a pretty devoted group of people who comment regularly on the blog that are also writers that she's friends with, and other both professional and amateur. And it's just she just posts some really interesting stuff, and it's really served as a good point of inspiration. I'm very happy that she found my blog and was nice enough to link to it and posted to it, and has really served as a lot of fun stuff to read. So I'd encourage you to check that out. That's really it. 2 years. I can't really believe it. And as I set forth on my next screenplay to write, it's just a lot of fun. Throwing it out here, and people stop by from time to time. I don't know who may read it. I don't know who. Fortunately, I haven't had any trolls stop by and be like, "You suck." And maybe if they did and they wrote something, they deleted it before posting it, because I know you're not telling me anything I don't know. But that's not the point, is to have people tell me I'm good. The point is to just say, "Hey, I'm one guy writing, and you can write too." So I don't really have anything else to say. I got some family coming into town. We're going out to dinner tonight. Not related to celebrating the blog, but it's a good time. It's a good time, and I hope to hear from more aspiring screenwriters out there. And if you have a blog, please let me know. I had a new guest stop by today, actually, and her name is Laura Cross, and she has a blog about a screenplay. And it's I've been sifting through it today, and there's some really, really cool stuff. Laura has some really, really interesting things. She's worked in film, looks like for a while, as a freelance script reader, and for both production companies and literary agencies, and you never know who might stop by, and I'm glad she did, because this is really some interesting stuff, and I'm glad she made a comment, because there's some cool stuff I'm going to read now. So I did have a comment on my last video that the volume was a little low. I think that was a setting on the iMac. I haven't really played with, like I said, the photo booth camera, and using my iSight camera. So I turned the internal volume up on the mic line, and hopefully that fixed the problem. If not, if I get two people, if it says again the volume's too low, I'll just go back to my digital camera, whatever. So, but yeah, thanks for stopping by. And 2 years gone, and here's to 2 more. So, I start in earnest tomorrow on my next script. So until next time, keep writing. I always say that, and then I can't find the stop button. Okay, I found the stop button. Anyways, until next time, keep writing. This is Steve from myothercareer.wordpress.com.